Welcome back, my scaly friends. We are back in the Elder Scrolls Online, back in the rest of Stonefall, Quagenmore that we still have to do. And to stop Tanval Indoril from freeing the second brother of Strife, I hope we will be successful. I hope you are well, I hope you have a great time. It's still November, and I'm still preparing for my vacation, so I'm taking a lot of records now in a row without stopping, so sometimes I get a bit tired. I hope you won't notice. I hope the quality of the record doesn't get bad because of it. But I also saw that the new settings for the record I did are kind of good now. It's less blurry when I move and stuff, so I hope now the quality of the video gets up a bit. Now I'm kind of okay with it. So we are supposed to go to the tomb to find the son of the lost the guy's son. Yeah, now I got back to track. Samuel Indoril set up his Indoril Vanguard people to capture the son of the Druis counselor from the city, so that he would let him go to the spire where he could awaken Sadal. He goes so much trouble to reach this place even, and he doesn't even, I mean, he has so much preparations to make. Even if he was angry in the beginning, just angry like this, then he's already at the point where it can't just be anger. Because you have to plan it so good, you have to be ruthless, not caring for anything you do. You're kidnapping a boy, whatever age he is, but you're kidnapping someone's son, you're going through all of this, you have to reach the spire, you set up a force of army, like soldiers basically, all of this. To get on with your plans. Can't just be anger at this point. If you're angry, you do something like he attacked Holger and he took the heart and stuff like this. This is a reaction out of anger. But all of this now, that is like a planned action. That's not only... You can't just put it to that's only anger, or that's just because you're desperate or something. That's like much more, it feels. It's just not reasonable anymore. So we really have to stop him at this point. We really need to. And I am pretty sure we can do it. I hope we can do it in time before he frees Sadal. Because we know he can never, ever be successful in controlling Sadal. He couldn't do this with Balrog, his brother, and I'm pretty sure Sadal... It sounds like Sadal is even more mighty than Balrog was, so if he couldn't even control Balrog, what does he think that he could control Sadal? Or maybe he just doesn't care about control or anything, he just unleashes him, but it will also cost so many lives of his friends and other Dress people, so why would you even do that? Why would you even consider it? And we're also going to help an Argonian comedian, I think. That kind of said the things I heard. There's like a secret rite that is like comedy or something that makes even dark elves laugh, but seems to be like kind of a hard thing. I don't think they're much humorous, but somehow there seems to be like a ritual or some forgotten old thing that lets them laugh. So, but there's also rumors that it comes with with some dangers. Who are you?
Before the three, as is my right and my duty, I greet you as the eldest of the brothers Randoro.
I need to ask you about the performance you once did.
No one has asked about the sacred performance in a long while, Noir. You dare brave the wrath of the Mirthless Order? Would you risk death to learn my secret knowledge?
I personally wouldn't think it's worth it. It's not for me, it's for a friend.
Very well, the first part of the performance goes like this. One day, in full view of the Noir, the mayor of Coal Canton,
Keep going. I'm just going to write this down.
and so he crushed some muck sponge pulp into a netch's tentacles. There, go, and bother me no longer.
Is there anything else I should know?
By my sacred oath, that is the only portion of the performance I am allowed to impart. Seek more knowledge in the Mora, where the bitter green grows thick among the bar.
What was that you said about risking death?
Performance of the sacred rite requires exact preparation. True humor must be taken seriously, so an improper performance demands death. Those who fail find themselves face down in the Hackalow.
I can barely understand what you're saying.
Well, have a snifter of grief then, Mutsera Swit. Just know that Cragganmore is the ancient home of the Mirthless Order. If your friend performs the rite improperly, he will be slain.
Sounds amazing. And it's called the Mirthless Order. That's even better. I mean, we're looking for something funny and we find people that are called the Mirthless Order. Wow, that sounds so Dunmer that I don't know, it's so Dunmer. You have to take humor serious. Wow, could be German, to be honest. We're also not really good with humor. So there's another of these brothers, Rando. What do you have to share about the secret rite?
Own no weakness or fault. I greet you as one of the performing brothers, Randoro.
I seek knowledge of your performance.
If you wish to brave the Mirthless Order, that is your choice. Here's the second part of the performance. In response, the Morog of Coal Canton released their Kwama.
Go on, I'll just take notes.
Bled all across the Anmore and poured their shame upon the ground.
That doesn't sound that funny to me right now. Well, I thank you. I really don't think it sounds at all funny. But okay. I just have like a bad belly feeling about this. My guts tell me I should be careful with this. How does this Mirthless Order even exist? They're mirthless, why are they telling? I mean, it's not even a joke, it's called a performance, but I don't even know what makes it funny. Like, I didn't hear anything that sounded funny yet. Isn't there any enemies or anything here? It's like completely empty.
Justice does not know sleep, and the honor of your house is yours alone. I greet you as the youngest of the brothers Randoro.
I wish to know more of your infamous performance.
The Mirthless Order will track you, no doubt, but that is your choice. The third part of the performance goes like this. Only when the Mera was burned in a Sujama Molag.
I'll just write this down.
The mare was put to the Dagon. The Mora was safe to travel again. There, it is concluded.
Okay, thank you. I guess if you understand at least some of the words, maybe it's nice. But for me, not understanding anything, I don't think you're supposed to understand it. It just sounds as if they put together random words without any meaning. That's how it sounds to me. Just random words. Why are you not in the cage, why you're in front of the cage?
Who are you? What do you want with me?
I've been sent here to free you.
Thank the three. Look, I know just how to get out of here. I used to play in these tombs as a child. Follow me quickly back to the city. We must speak to Father.
I'll be right behind you.
You arrived in the nick of time.
At least we could save him. Yay! A happy ending to some story yet. But it's not an ending really, because we're still not at the end, actually.
Out safely, I see. Thanks again for your timely aid.
You're welcome, son.
Together we've begun the liberation of Kraganmore. Let's get to my father. We'll run these Indoril out of town.
I'll meet you in the Grandmaster's chamber. We did it! Wouldn't that's House Dress now. Wanted to say, wouldn't they be like really annoyed? Let's see what we can tell him.
Do you bring moisture? What have you learned?
I've returned from the tomb.
Quickly, tell me of the sacred performance. Moisten my scales.
They already tell you what consequences it has. And some quests they don't tell you, and it's pretty devastating when you see what your choices caused, and then you can't reverse them, so... And we could tell him we didn't find anything. Or we tell him maybe he tries his luck. If we just ignore what it says here, then I don't know, I would die for a good performance right now. He's desperate, so... Nah, he should decide for himself. No, he's old enough.
You are dulling my teeth. Please, does this go somewhere?
I have no freaking idea, but I wrote it all down. Take my notes.
I do not understand these words, but their performance is said to have made dark elves writhe on the ground with laughter. Perhaps this will finally immerse me in the river of humor. Here we go.
Good luck.
Everyone attend. I erect the spine of amusement. This performance is an ancient one. Attend. One day, in full view of the Nuwa, the Mera of Cole Canton crushed some muck sponge pulp into a Netch's tentacles. In response, the Morag of Cole Canton released their Kwama across the Anmor and poured their Shane upon the ground. Only after the Mera was burned in a Sujama Molag and put to the Dagon was the Mora safe to travel again. Sooth, that made little sense.
Argonian, in the sacred name of the Mirthless, die!
Oh, that's terrible!
Okay, it really didn't make any sense. I guess you would have had to pronounce it differently or something. Like exact same words. There wasn't anything in between. I thought there was like stuff that they didn't tell us that we just... Wow, that was a bad thing. They just don't have any sense of humor at all. At all. At least we freed this guy. I knew it said he's going to die, but... I wanted to hear if it gets any better, but it didn't.
Enjoy the gratitude of Sendrez.
It's already the third and fourth dress that is grateful for us. We also... Oh no, the other were Tovani, I think. So, yeah, we did it though. Dress and Tovani like us.
My son is free, and my hands are unbound. Now, the Vanguard will learn the price of threatening House Drez.
It's so interesting. They are at war with the Covenant. They are at war with their own slaves. They are at war beneath each other, between each other, with the houses. So basically, everyone's at war in this place of I don't know. It's just kind of stupid, no? Everyone's at war with each other. How can you even live like this? But I'm still glad I could help.
Accept the thanks and esteem of House Drez. Now that my son is safe, I entrust the second key to Tormented Spire to you. Use it. Stop Tarnval Indoril.
Excuse me, could you go out of my face? Thank you very much. That's not nice. Okay, we got the second key.
I will always be in your debt for freeing my son.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Yes. The Vanguard made the error of taking advantage of my noble house. I want that error corrected.
What would you have me do?
Grandmaster Indral appointed his senior aide to command the Vanguard. I believe the man's name is Captain Dunveril. Kill him. That is the price of affronting the Drez.
Oh, I would see it done. Yay, level up. Yay! Woohoo! 30 already. Ah, okay. Nothing new here still. Still nothing new here. Nothing new here. Nothing new here? Not really. Bell warding. Bow assistance, that's nice, but we don't really use it. Anything? Didn't we get up in the Mage's Guild also? We'll see. Mage Light. Mage Light is nice for more critical. But it's a dead slot. Good. Nothing in there, Undaunted. Don't really have anything to do with it. I don't even know if we get anything nicer here. That is kinda nice to get. To sacrifice some stamina to get the Magica and health. That's really nice. Detect mines are kinda nice to play with. Bound armor, protect yourself. Suit of Detect Mail that increases your block mitigation. That doesn't really help us. Invoke Meridia's name to gain major brutality and sorcery, increasing your weapon and spell damage. That sounds really nice. While active, dealing critical damage heals you. Ooh. I pretty much like that. That I kinda want to have in Boulder's Cave. Ah, that's like the zapping forward. That's also pretty nice. I like it. So yeah, we are aiming to get a bit here. Storm Calling would be pretty nice. But I just skip the points because I don't really know what else to do with them.
You have the gratitude of Sendrez, my new friend. I'd raise a goblet of wine with you if there was time, but there isn't.
Right, I have to make for the Tormented Spire, of course.
Father's given you the key then. Excellent. I'll make a mark on your map. You should find a cave there that leads to the path up the slope.
Can't wait. How do I use the key?
There should be 2 ward stones at the entrance, each attuned to a constellation. The Atronak and the tower, if I recall. The key should allow you to disrupt those stones, and any others you encounter on your journey. 3 guide your steps.
Thank you, Sen. You're not the nicest of all people, but I guess that's just a thing. Those are like one of the houses I don't really like at all, but I think I don't really like any of the houses much, so it doesn't really matter. But we still have some stuff to do in Quagenmore. We're not finished here yet. Do we have to go for Tormented Spire then? Down here. No, that is goddess. Here. Okay, so we still have like this. We still have the captain to kill, of course. And this head to collect. So it's not much, but still we have a bit to do. Let's see what's going on here. There's like Alessio, yeah, I know him. He's this guy that does the request for Morrowind, but I'm not that interested in that at all. That's all we got here. Not hidden chest or something, just a nick sound. Just a nick sound, that's it. There we have something. Out of the eye dispatch is also request for something though.
Over here, Initiate.
Oh, that's the one that wants to send us to the Mage's Guild quest. But I'm also not into this yet. Because we do this at the later point. And then we do like the whole Mage's Guild quest line together like this. Not separated. So let's check out the lower part. If there's any interesting quests left. Seems to be like the slave area. We learned that they are still holding slaves. What to have a house here then? So you have like Quaganmore that is like an area for slave quarters and all. I guess they're pretty poor and in a bad condition. Who would buy a house in a place like this, I wonder? You can afford a house, it's not the best neighborhood. Especially as an elf or something, you just look funny at because you look next to slaves. They look at you as if you're like the poorest person in the world, and as a Argonian or a Khajiit or something, they just think you're a slave. It just doesn't make any sense.
Do you think you have nothing?
Those
You
dirty
always
bastards.
have your soul.
My soul? Yeah, I like my soul. What's with my soul? Oh, I just see the time and already time to end this episode. So we will see what's going on here in the next episode. So today I can only tell you thank you for watching. Thank you for traveling with Sando. And the German ones will understand this. And thank you. I hope to see you back in the next episode. Maybe consider leaving a like or a subscription. I'm always talking too fast, I'm sorry. If you like the channel, I would be really happy to see you subscribe. I would love to see the channel grow a bit. And yeah, take care of yourself. Stay healthy, keep on walking, and we see each other in the next episode. Thank you very much. Bye bye!